This edition of MacVoices is brought to you by Smile, the makers of the brand new PDF Pen 6, PDF Pen Pro 6, and PDF Pen for iPad and PDF Pen for iPhone. Find out more about all the flavors of PDF Pen at smilesoftware.com. MacVoices is at NAB in Las Vegas. I'm Chuck Joyner. We're in the Zoo Digital booth. Chris is going to tell us what they do. Chris, it's great to see you. Thanks for taking the time.
No worries. You want me to hold this or you want to hold it?
I'll hang on to it. Okay. I'll hang on to it. That way I can make sure that you don't run away with it.
Good.
So what does Zoo Digital do? What do you offer here?
So we're a software company and we're actually showing two pieces of software at the show, Zoo Subs and Zoo Core. Zoo Subs is cloud-based online subtitling. So that's conversion, translation, QC, origination of subtitle files for all the kind of various platforms, broadcast, home entertainment, e-sell-through, video on demand. And then Zoo Core is configurable workflow management. So as I was just saying to you, to try and avoid endless email chains and Excel spreadsheets, the idea with Zoo Core is, again, cloud-based online system, totally configurable for people to be able to manage their production processes or approval processes. Everybody can log in from wherever they are, check the progress of their work, pass it to the next department, look at a piece of artwork, approve it, look at a piece of video, mark it up, and send it back.
That makes so much sense because, like you said, endless email change. Anyone that works on a video project with more than one person knows what happens. It just turns into a lengthy, annoying, difficult to manage process.
Yeah, and everybody emailing to say, where did we end up with that? Where did it go? Are we on time? Is it, so the idea with the system is you can log in, you can see, what's running on time, what needs your attention, what may be late if that ever happens, and be able to action on that system. So remind people to go up there and take part in the process, ping it back to people, approve files, reject files. You can actually upload onto the Zoo Core system video, audio, and images, and actually allow people to mark them up online and comment. So again, avoiding emails where people are maybe taking a screenshot and posting it to half a dozen people. Everybody can go up, looking at the same piece, it's the right version, mark it up, and kind of, get a consensus and feedback to everybody.
And it tracks who approved what, who made what changes. Absolutely. That way there are no more arguments.
Everything's tracked, so if anybody approves something they shouldn't, or changes a version when they're not supposed to, it tracks it, everything within the history of the site, so you can see who's been on there, who's done what, where the project is.
And this is online, so it can be accessed from my laptop, it can be accessed from my iPad?
Yep, anywhere, laptop, iPads, yep, that's the idea behind the system.
Now, this makes perfect sense as to why I would want to take something like this to the cloud, because it makes it so accessible. Why do I want to take titling and subs and that kind of thing to the cloud?
So the idea behind putting the Zoo Subs on the cloud is to allow basically access mainly for content providers and translators. So imagine if you've created a piece of content and you've perhaps created the initial English subtitle or native subtitle file, without having to send a large video file and expensive pieces of software all around the world, you can have people in their local territories log onto the site, translate that subtitle, and then instantly on the system generate the subtitle file they need. So they can go on, translate, generate, and they've got the files they need. They don't need to be going up to FTP sites, pulling video down, loading it into a new system. You don't need to buy seats to that system. You can give people instant access. So if you need somebody to translate a piece of video one day and then the next day they don't need to work for you anymore, you've got instant access, and then you can kill their user account and get it on. And so for the content providers as well, if they don't need to, edit the subs or translate the subs, but they just want to be able to go up there and see what's been created and order new subtitle files, they can just log straight onto the system, they can see what's available, and then they can just order and generate the subtitles right there. So if they know, last week they made a Blu-ray sub and a DVD sub, and this week they need their iTunes and their broadcast, go up to the site, pick the format they need, hit generate, and within a few minutes the new subtitle files are downloaded. So again, they're not dependent on going back out to a vendor and waiting for a file to be created. It's kind of their push. They can go and control when they get the files.
What formats do you deliver the subtitle files in?
All various different types, for Blu-ray, video on demand, broadcast, all the SMPTE variants, and we're actually adding new types all the time as well. So
very nice.
As we come across new file types, we add both import and export options as well.
You'll probably pick up one or two here at the show.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, we'll come up with some stuff.
Chris, where can we send folks to learn more about what all you do and to retain your services?
So our URLs are zoosubs.com and zoodigitalcore.com. I had to remind myself by looking at them.
It's early.
And then we're on zoodigital.com as well. That's the main company website.
Chris, thanks so much for the time.
Yeah, pleasure. Thanks very much.
Folks, more from NAB in Las Vegas. I'm Chuck Joyner. Thanks for watching.
You can cut that bit if you want.
Visit MacVoices.com for links, show notes, to subscribe, to connect with Chuck on Twitter, app.net, Google+, Facebook, and for more Apple, Mac, and tech-related shows, including Mac Voices, Mac Notables, the Mac Jury, and the Mac Voices Briefing. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com.